Listen more.
Listen.
Listen.
Learn more.
Make time to learn.
Read more. For me, there's something really important about recognising that racism isn't a problem for global majority heritage people, it's a problem for white people, and it's for us to speak out and to recognise what's happening and to challenge that.
I'm Douglas, a Church of England priest in Birmingham Diocese.
And I'm Rachel, a Church of England priest in Canterbury Diocese.
And we are both serving on General Synod,
Which is where we met, through the Anti-Racism Network.
which was set up for anyone on General Synod, black or white, who wants to help uproot racism in the church. This is just one small part of a much wider conversation.
It's the tip of the iceberg, addressing the deep pain caused to so many people by racism. We know there's a lot more work to do.
The people you will hear from want to break white silence around racism. They know they can't fix racism and don't see themselves as white saviors.
By sharing some of our stories, we just hope it will help ordinary people learn about how we can all start to work against racism in our own communities and churches.
I was in New York earlier this year, and I was in a diner with some colleagues having a coffee, and as we stood up to leave, the people on the adjacent table to us said, "Gee, I love your accent." What I wanted to say and reply was, very English response, I don't have an accent. You're the one with the accent. And so that for me sums up my learning, that I grew up thinking that being white was normal.
I think one of the most profound things that had never occurred to me until I'd actually lived and prayed alongside somebody. When you're a black person entering the room, your ethnicity goes before you. And that's something that I've never thought about as a white person. I've just simply taken for granted that I'm part of what's going on.
Because I have always lived in predominantly white areas, I recognise my own ignorance. But that shouldn't then lead into me accepting my own ignorance in it. And I think my challenge to myself is, how do I challenge my own ignorance in a way that is proactive and supportive in a sense of white allyship?
A lot of people are worried about saying the wrong thing. They're worried about offending people. It is possible to learn about things, and it's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to ask questions, because that's a sign of caring about these things and learning and growing. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it.
Racial justice is absolutely vital to building the kingdom that God wants us to build here on earth.
There is racism in the church. I can't speak about anybody else, but I will speak about me. You know I have these unconscious biases, and I'm working and learning to try to face up to them so that they don't trip me up. And do that by seeing and hearing the experience of others. So I think I want to end by saying, we all have an accent, we all have an ethnicity, we all have a culture. Having it isn't the problem. Not realising you've got one might be.